Last week, when I was talking about the White Alice communications system in Alaska, I mentioned how it bounced radio waves off the ionosphere. But in 1958, the government was worried that the ionosphere was not reliable enough. So they made their own. The plan was to disperse 480 million copper dipole antennas in a ring around the planet, off of which they could bounce their long-range communications. Each antenna was 0.7 inches long and 1,000th of an inch thick, which is half the thickness of a human hair. And they chose this length because it was half the length of the 8 gigahertz signal that they planned on using. So they made 480 million of these little tiny copper antennas. They launched them on October 1st, 1961, but they all just clumped together and then re-entered the atmosphere and burned up. So they made 480 million more of these copper antennas, and they launched them on May 9th, 1963, and this time they successfully dispersed into a 25-mile thick ring around and above the Earth. They successfully bounced communications off of this artificial ionosphere for several months before the UN found out, and naturally, nobody was very happy about the fact that the US was dumping a bunch of copper into space, and the Soviets even called it a crime against science. After a few years, most of these copper antennas re-entered the atmosphere and burned up, but as of 2023, NASA is still actively tracking 44 clumps of these tiny antennas, and nobody knows exactly how many of them are still up there.